Attention crypto gossipators, things are about to get interesting. Remember, not financial advice.
Hey guys, what is up? Hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's having an amazing day because I am as usual. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. So as you know it, right now with Shiba Inu, everyone is discussing the price. I mean, where is it going? How far can it go? Is it even going to move? I mean, there are so many case scenarios here that it is absolutely insane. And I think I just found an article where you're probably going to think, well, okay, you know, what is this? This is just ridiculous, 50 cents. How are we going to reach a 50x 50x of a projected final dream destination? And when I say final dream destination is I mean 1 cent, and here we have 50 cents, right? So that's 50 times the projected dream land. So I know it's gonna sound like absolute insanity, but ladies and gentlemen, I think it's important that we look at all the case scenarios, and I'm not going to be sitting here and telling you that it's possible. That's not the whole point. You're probably going to think, well, of course, you're going to hype it up right now as well, aren't you? I'm not going to hype it up. In fact, I am going to be realistic, and I am going to explain to you just how ridiculous this is, right? So please don't think that I'm being stupid by discussing it. I'm going to be making some guesses. I'm just going to paint it in the most simplistic image for you guys to actually process it, right? Enough with the optimistic views. I get it. A lot of you are upset that it doesn't even move. But you know what? It is important to actually look at this as well, because in this channel, we look at everything, guys. If the articles are covering this, if ChatGPT and all the other AI bots are actually looking at these numbers, well, I think there is maybe some degree of, relevance, right? So let's look deeper into it and see just how realistic it is. And I don't know if you're going to start laughing or you're just going to end this video, but it is what it is, okay? So obviously, what happens is the projections are firstly done on all these AI bots, right? And as you know, it's typing into 50 cent price tag. Is it worth pursuing? Well, you are going to get a lot of interesting answers, of course, right? Because that's a crazy price tag. I mean, it's absolutely insane. It is a mind-boggling, and it just blows up my mind. What could happen if we actually did reach 50 cents? Think about it, right? 50 cents. So we're talking like, insane returns. Insane returns, right? So millions % of return could be, right? I haven't done the calculations, but I can more or less just draw a little picture. And if we have whales that are holding tens of millions of SHIB, imagine what would happen to their returns of investment. I mean, they would just automatically become the richest people in the world, right? So Elon Musk would be competing with these individuals, these whales, that have just become overnight billionaires, like multi-billionaires, if not trillionaires. It just wouldn't kind of add up in my own head. Guys, it would be that crazy. Now, can we reach 50 cents with the current price, circulating supply? Absolutely not, because the market cap would exceed everything. Bitcoin, all the cryptos put together, the biggest companies in the world. It'd be that crazy. But let me make it very clear to you. There are some people that are extremely, extremely optimistic, and they probably have this type of number in their head. I know you're gonna think I'm joking, but I have spoken to individuals that said they wouldn't even sell if it reaches 1 cent, that they would wait for like $1. It is insane, but there is just so much optimism as well. As much FUD as you may see, you may sometimes not see those that kind of think they have it all planned in their heads. Now, what sort of time frame would this need, right? 50 cents. I don't know. Is it worth it if they told you that you would, if it was to reach this number in 100 years? Would it really be worth it? Because you wouldn't even be alive at the time. So what is the whole point of money, right? And so much can happen in those 100 years. So I don't know if, based on a time frame, on such a crazy time frame, if I was to tell you hundreds of years from now on, would it be worth it, right? And also on top of it, guys, a lot of people right now are on the other side of the spectrum where they would just be happy with 1 0 being deleted. And I'm saying not the 5th 0, because it keeps on going from 4 0, 5 zeros, 4 zeros, and like this, on and off. But I'm talking about the idea, right, that it should stay at 3 zeros, right? Just deleting 1 0. Ladies and gentlemen, 1 0 would be still very nice. People would be multiplying their bags, and many people would just want this as of now. And some AI bots don't even predict this. They say that even 3 zeros seems to be almost impossible. So let's just see what we have here, right? 50 cents price tag, worth pursuing? Well, according to insights from Telegaon and per earlier reports, Shiba Inu chart can upward trend to 1 cent anytime from 2030, 2040. The platform highlighted how higher price targets would take a longer time to actualize. It's in long-term forecast, Telegaon projected that Shiba Inu is likely to have a maximum price of 0.0889 by 2040, and this price is poised to grow to a minimum of 0.62 by 2050, breaking the major 50-cent barrier. And then Telegaon projection appears to overblown, especially in the timeline. Notably, AI protocols Google Bard and ChatGPT have a more modest time projection for when Shiba Inu is likely to retest the 50-cent mark. For Google Bard, the most feasible scenario for Shiba Inu to touch 50 cents, pegged at 5 to 10 cents from now, with a probable rapid growth, shortening the timeline to a range of 1 to 2 years. Meanwhile, ChatGPT maintained that this achievement could be attained in 2 to 3 years, back of an increased adoption. So, of course, if you look at it, they all have their own projections, these AI bots. And again, it depends how you ask the question, right? These prompts are extremely important. And you may ask in a way where they may give you a completely different answer to to a certain way that it's supposed to be answered, if that makes any sense. So 50 cents, in my opinion, even by all these AI bots, seems to be kind of, far away, in my opinion. Because I have also asked them in different other ways, and it just didn't seem to come together, right? They had different projections. Now, here, of course, they're talking about, reaching the 50 cents mark for Shiba Inu could occur within the next 2 to 3 years. But guys, this is if certain things were to happen. If we had 99% of burns happening, but 99% of burns actually possible, well, as of now, it doesn't seem so. With the way, Shibarium is working and with the way everything is going. So please, open your eyes and really understand that whenever you put in information into like these chat GPTs and so on, you have to put it in correctly, and you have to be able to ask in a way where it actually gives you a realistic answer, and it can give you a realistic answer, right? In my opinion, 2 to 3 years, that means if certain metrics were to go right, but these metrics most likely won't go this way because it just is too good to happen. So here it is, guys. Finalizing the article, where it says here, it is unrealistic for SHIB to hit 50 cents valuation unless there's an aggressive elimination of the excess supply through burning. For this reason, the ecosystem team was already making a move to actualize an automated burning mechanism through Shibarium burn portal. So if I was to make an analogy, it's pretty much like, imagine you are a simple person, right? And someone says, well, is it possible for you to become a billionaire overnight? Or over 1 week? Well, technically, yes, if someone was to give you $1 billion. So that's when we talk about the certain market metrics, and if you paint them in the most positive way, then yeah, of course, it's gonna look like, yeah, you could potentially reach it. But are these metrics going to be achieved? Well, I don't think so. And I think we need to have a realistic objective. Some people are saying, well, they're on the other side. They're saying SHIB is going to zero, it's a rug, it's done, it's over, blah, blah, blah. I don't think so. And I think we will be eliminating zeros, but it's going to take time. It's going to take action, volume, and a lot of things. The bull run, and so on. It's not just going to happen overnight. Simple as that, right? And I'm very curious about this bull run because we've seen a lot of people make a ton of money in 2021 with the last bull run, as you guys can remember, right? So even if you check the charts, ladies and gentlemen, many people, many investors, they will be going to Shiba Inu based on its past performance 2021. They will just invest based on this peak that it hit, so they will assume that it can hit another peak. Simple as that. But I don't know. That's the thing. I don't really know exactly where it could go. Like 100%, I can't give you a specific number. Otherwise, I'm going to be eaten alive for making a bad prediction. So it's better to just speculate, to be realistic, and to keep your heads high and your spirits high up. Guys, what's the worst case scenario? We're all going up. It's more like a race of who can go up higher. Where could you make a higher bag? Of course, we're going to have some unknown cryptos out there that will hit some crazy peaks and they will be talked about the most, and some will be underperforming, but everything is going to be dragged up for sure because Bitcoin is going to be breaking levels that we haven't seen before. I'm talking about these resistance levels, right? Not support levels. So as of now, comment down below how you're feeling, how you're doing. What do you think of a 50-cent prediction? Is that realistic or is that an absolute joke? And also don't forget to subscribe, turn that notifications bell on, and as usual guys, big thank you to everyone. I appreciate all the support and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.